Welcome to the Scary Story channel. Subscribe and like my channel. Thank you. A mother bought a doll from a thrift store for her daughter, who was a nursing student, as a birthday present. The girl, whose name was Donna, loved the doll very much and kept it in her and her friend Angie's shared apartment. But soon the strange nature of the doll was revealed to them, and strange things happened to them. At first, Annabelle's doll would do little things like waving her arms and falling out of her chair, which Donna and Angie could justify. But little by little, these movements increased until the doll did things that were far from justified, and it didn't take long for things to get out of control. Lou, Dana, and Angie's closest friend was skeptical of the doll and felt it was possessed by a spirit, but Angie and Dina would not listen to her, saying it was just a doll. Until the story becomes more terrifying than Donna's imagination. Dana and Angie would sometimes encounter moving household items and sometimes find letters written by children. The note had different messages: help Lou and help us. But they didn't think it was the doll's work until the day when Dina noticed the blood on the doll's hands. The doll was in its place on the bed, but the red spots on its hands caught Dina's attention. She went to the doll and found red liquid from inside the doll itself came out. The doll case became serious, and the girls sought help from a spirit summoner. After a spirit summoning session, the medium told them the body of a girl named Annabelle Higgins is buried in the basement of their apartment. Seeing the doll, Annabelle's spirit became interested in it and possessed it. When the girls heard the story of Annabelle, their hearts burned for the dead girl, and they decided to keep the doll. But a more terrifying story happened to them that they had to ask someone for help again. One day, their friend Lou came to their house. He wakes up from a deep sleep at night, but he is unable to move. Lou looks around the room, but sees nothing. He looks down and sees Annabelle standing at his feet. The doll slowly starts to climb up. It kicks, goes over her chest, and then the doll's arms lock around her neck and begin to strangle her. Lou passes out after this incident and wakes up the next day and doesn't know if it was a terrible nightmare or if it happened to him in reality. But something happens the next day that he realizes how terrible the doll is. When Lou was in Angie's room, she heard noises coming from Donna's room, even though she wasn't home at all. Lou thinks someone has broken into the house, but realizes the voice was Annabelle's. Lou goes into Dana's room and sees the doll on the chair instead of on the bed. When Lou is about to go to the doll, his whole body suddenly becomes paralyzed, and the feeling of paralysis increases in his chest area. Lou looks down at his leg and sees 7 claw marks, 3 vertical and 4 horizontal. Lou looks around in panic, but sees no one there, and all he can think of is Annabelle. Everyone could see the scratches on Lou's body, but these scratches healed strangely within 2 days, and there were no traces left, while the claws were all hot and burning. Once again, the girls thought of a solution, and this time they sought help from a priest named Father Hagen. But this priest told them, this matter is related to the spirits and needs a higher power. They contacted Anne and Lauren, a couple who are like ghost hunters, and find out that the doll has an evil and inhuman soul. The couple stated that the doll was not possessed, but controlled by a spirit, as inanimate objects cannot be possessed. The Warren couple's actions were timely, because if Annabelle's actions continued, it could have resulted in the death of a member of that household. Couple raised the spirituality of the home with words that included 7 pages of sentences that had a positive nature and prevented the devil from entering the home. They took the Annabelle doll to their museum for safekeeping and poured holy water on it to prevent the Annabelle doll from attacking, because the family says that when they took the doll with them, she tried to brake the car and swerve the steering wheel, but when pouring holy water on it seems to work. The Annabelle doll is now kept in a glass box with a do not open warning at the Ed and Lauren Warren Museum.